Today we're talking about choosing a platform. So, how do you choose a platform? So, first is just like what I talked about, identifying the audience that you're going to make. And I think that's the best way that you can choose a platform. But I also suggest, which is going to be a little bit controversial, is choose like one or two platforms. Okay, choose like one or two platforms that you're going to start posting on. I would rather have you post on one to two platforms without spreading yourself thin than start posting to five different platforms and you can't really focus on the quality of your stuff. So, and then once your brand is built and you're kind of big, that's when you start covering all the other platforms as well. That's what I recommend, but that depends on how you're going to go about it. I'm just looking at the angle that you wouldn't get burnt out during the process, especially once you're working with just one or two platforms. You can categorize your stuff and can categorize your business to a certain audience only, and you should be able to identify how your stuff works during that process. So, for example, there's going to be a lot of platforms that you can build your brand with or your business with. So, best example with this one is Facebook. So, for those people who says that Facebook is not really that good anymore, most of the clients that I work with for the past year, I'm talking about 2024, has 80% of them gets their client base or gets their clients through Facebook. So, I don't know about you guys, but that fact tells me that it's not really going away really soon. Okay, so maybe once you're trying to target like a little younger generation, then that'll be a totally different story. Because of course, what's going to happen there would be you need to adjust the content that you're going to have. So, for example, if you're targeting people who are on this teens, or the audience that you're trying to target is in teens, in your content you're trying to gather followers because you're a dancer or you're on the creative side of things, you're a gamer and all that, then you probably want to go ahead and take advantage of TikTok. TikTok, Red Note, Instagram, maybe, those type of platforms. Instagram is still part of Meta, by the way, which is very interesting. So that's another thing. So for Facebook demographics, it still works the same way, okay? I would always suggest people to target their warm audience, especially when starting with Facebook. When I talk about warm audience, this is people that you already know. Okay, it surprised me that people don't know that they have a database, because most of the clients that's starting out with their brand that I work with, and they would tell me that, hey Jay, I don't have a list of people. Well, yes, you do. It's your phone book. It's your contacts in your phone. That's your warm audience. Those are the people that know you. And those are the people that you actually had interactions with. And those are the easiest people that you can reach out to. And a simple text blast or a simple text to them, just telling, hey guys, I need a little bit of support. I'm building this and building that. Hey guys, I have a business. I've been selling this. So if you know somebody who's looking for this, those are your audience right away. Do not overcomplicate it. Overcomplicate it unless you did have like a bad experience, or let's just say bad relationship to the context that you have, then you might want to avoid those type of people. But those are your warm audience. Those are the people who have talked to. And there's always going to be people that's going to support you. There's going to be people who's not going to support you. Hey, that's just reality, okay? So you can start with that. And then after that, depending on how your business is going to thrive, then Facebook might be the place to you if that works out. But just like you said, testing is the key. Nobody gets it the first time. I can tell you that. There's going to be a bunch of testing that you're going to do for each platform. And then literally decide that that's the platform that you're going to go with. So I suggest that choose and then commit to a platform where you're going to be creating content on, or you're going to be creating content for your brand. Social media is very important in today's businesses, okay? 99% of the businesses nowadays has social media. So able for you to succeed, especially if you're starting out a business, people needs to see you. And then I don't know how many studies there has been, but there's just so much people in social media platforms nowadays. that there's gonna be a big tendency that people will take a look at you, will see you in a social media platform. I'm just saying, not to downside the local stuff. There are still people who does local marketing without being in social media. No, not really saying any bad to those people, but yes, 99% of people has phones now. You want to be in front of people, so you want to handle social media. So whatever the demographic may be, it's a little diverse now. You just need to find where you're going to commit to and where you're going to stick to. Okay, because I've seen realtors in TikTok now. And I've created content for realtors in TikTok now. So, and before, realtors are those people who put signs and picket fences and all that stuff for an open house, and it sends you letter for an open house and all that. I did help clients do those before. So those are the things that you want to take a look. But social media is definitely the way to go. Okay, building your website and all that stuff. It's all fancy stuff I would like to talk about soon. But yes, that's what you need to consider in choosing a platform. Another platform that I also wanted to talk about would be YouTube. So YouTube is going to be like, YouTube is diverse. There are YouTube for kids. There's definitely different audiences in YouTube. So YouTube is an intent-based environment. So depending on how you name your videos, what interest the people has in YouTube, they're gonna search for it in YouTube. And then after searching for YouTube, if you name it correctly, based on the keywords or whatever, you are going to show up to them. So this is what I talk about, that this platform is a little bit diverse, especially YouTube. But yeah, those are the things that you need to consider, especially when it comes to choosing a platform. And I hope this video helps for those people who are starting out, and I'll see you next vid.